Hey y'all. So before someone sent a gift, let me apologize. Say thank you for whoever. Okay, I don't see who sent it, but whoever sent that super chat, I appreciate you. Um, okay. If you want advocating for other people and not advocating for myself and my beliefs is pure insanity. And for anybody to ask that of me is insanity. Because anything that you do for other people, you have to do it for you first. And I align myself with things and people that represent who I am as a person. I don't align myself with things and people that I don't go against my moral beliefs. We could agree on you like popcorn, I like chips. We could agree on I don't know, you like Bill Clinton, I like George Bush. I'm not saying I do. I, I don't. But well, he's a funny guy, but regardless, it we could disagree on that. But when it comes down to humanity, and I don't know if you guys realize, but I'm a big humanitarian. I am about humanity. Humanity is very, very important to me. And if anything goes against my true beliefs, I cannot align with it. And just because I don't come on here and say, I don't support this person, but when you all keep poking the bear, and you know what, Becca, this is for you. Even Ivory can tell you, and my other mods could tell you how hurt I was when I really found out. Here comes Morbid with his Morbid. I cannot. Like, I really cannot, Morbid. Like, but I was very disappointed.
You didn't
Like
wanna believe
for
it.
days. I read like the first like 4 or 5 days after I found out, you'd be like, "Why are you so quiet?" I'm like, "I'm so bothered by it. Like, I'm so sad. I'm so sad. Like, I can't believe this." Like, I legitimately said that multiple times. And it's been over 2 months. But I really try to keep the peace. And I don't feel like I should have to outwardly say because at the end of the day, whether I agree with her and what she does or how she feels about racism, I'm not trying to destroy anybody or their channel. So I left it alone. But when people keep coming in the comments acting like I have to explain why I don't support someone, it is very unfair. Thank you, Emily. It's very unfair to feel as though people feel like you owe them an explanation. It's unfair. It's very unfair. All of the information that she put out, it's already out there. I don't want her to say I doxed her, doxed the information. The information is there. Y'all could actually look into it. I didn't force you to find this information. I did not coerce you into anything. the information is actually accessible to everyone. Okay? Like, the information is accessible. Like, that's just. And as for the billboard, I will say this again and again and again. It was not about the billboard. It was about who was behind it and why it was done. Thank you. I appreciate it. Um, it wasn't like awareness is awareness. Yes, we want awareness. We want awareness. And as for Bree, even when Bree said it, I didn't go look for it. It wasn't until it was in my face about Becca. So I'm jumping back and forth. But I'm going to say this because do you know how much it grinds my gears to have to say that there was truth to what she was saying? I would rather swallow my purse in one go before admitting that. Like my whole purse. So for me to really, y'all don't know. Like, I don't like that girl. So for me to have to actually say there was truth to it. Wait, can you see me? Can y'all hear me? My Wi-Fi is on 3 bars, which there's only 3 bars. Yes, Emily, it grinds my gears. It grinds my gears. You have no idea. You have no idea. But anyway, Ivory, you can say what you have
I
to say.
feel like I know I see a lot in the comments, like, where is this
Oh,
coming from?
okay, sidetrack. I want to answer Maddie Mulatto really quick. Man, as for Diddy, I am hot, like very hot about it. I do think it's very interesting that they didn't give him a bond. Um, we just have to see. I mean, they say that he's probably looking at 4 to 6 years, but he's already done like a year. Or yeah, has he done over? No, he's looking at a year in September. So we'll see. The judge could throw the book at him. I don't know if they will. I don't know. I think that's a sad thing for victims of SA and trafficking and all that type of stuff. That's another hard pill to swallow. That's I will have more thoughts. I'll probably do a video on it, but y'all, my brain is like scrambled. I have a flight tomorrow. I'm half packed. I should be beat up. 'Cause who packs the day before? My daughter's suitcase has been packed this whole time, but I have not packed my bag and I was like sorting things out. But I have what I'm going to put together already. But yeah, it's just been a crazy couple of days. But yeah, the Diddy trial, it's it's crazy. It's just really crazy. Hey Indigo, I didn't realize. Hey Lexi. Morbid is such a hot mess. Morbid's a mess. All right, go ahead, Ivory. I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. I just wanted to
No,
answer
it's okay. This
because
is your
you know me,
yeah,
I get distracted and forget.
yeah, you're so squirrel. No,
Literally.
I've seen a lot of comments in there talking about, is this all because of the billboard? Is this all, why are you just, is it attention? And I want to state this. This community, I've been on social media a long time. I have never seen a community as toxic as this one. It's absolutely wild. I feel like people will sit there, they don't want to just stay quiet. That's the problem. Is people want to, like you said, poke the bear and use names for clout and associate themselves with each other. And when you explained it to me, I think that that's where you said that it was enough for you. You know what I mean? You stayed quiet, but it was the false association that really did it to you.
Right. And it just, hold on one second. Yeah. Mom! Mom! Gio, call Gio. Yeah, FaceTime him. He wants to talk to you.
Are we lagging, guys? Can you hear? What is the racism issue? So
All right, let's mm, just go look up the things yourself. All you got to do is look it up yourself. You can do the footwork and look at it yourself.
at the end
I
of the day, and I'm going to say this, and you tell me if you're right or wrong. At the end of the day, Nina is putting this out there because, along with all of the other hits that have she's been taking, it's the association that they're trying to that she's like calling out. I'm not associated with you, and this is the reason why. And if y'all want to go find out, you guys have to go look it up. Um, you know what I mean? You guys know the information, but I really need you to do your homework. And that's the association she doesn't want.
Yeah, like I think, see, the problem is some of you come on here because you want the drama. I'm not the person that intentionally seeks drama.
A lot of people, a lot of creators want drama. And then there's people that just want to focus on their content, and that's where it becomes a problem when you're being dragged into nonsense. I mean, I feel like you even have, and yeah, you even have the Cajun Navy or Jen Cajun Navy, whatever the hell her name is, Cajun Navy Jen over there, and that's also an issue. You know what I mean? Do I care about a billboard? Do you care about a billboard, Nina? I couldn't care any less about a billboard. Good, have
No,
the
it was
billboard up
never
there.
about that. And that's
But
why I don't understand the
but for people to come at me and take down all of the work that I've done as far as speaking on Gypsy Rose because I had an opinion. When I am a creator that doesn't, but I mean, both of us, when we're creators that you should tell you should have opinions, but to then take mine away is absolutely wild. Absolutely wild. You're a flip flopper because I didn't like the way the billboard thing went down. Not that they shouldn't have went down, but that I didn't like the way it went down. My opinion is my opinion. Take it or leave it, like it or not, and I'll stand by it. Unfollow me. I quite frankly don't give a crap. I'm always going to have a channel. There's always going to be someone showing up to listen. So if I'm telling all of my followers you should always have an opinion, watch all the sides, but then you're all going to take my opinion from me and tell me I can't, that will never happen. And when it comes to Cajun Navy Jen, I'm going to say this. All right. The problem and my lack of association with her, y'all, you guys need to open your eyes. If I have to go and tell everybody, I shouldn't have to address it. Okay. If I'm not sitting there speaking on anybody, but people are going to drag my name into crap, that's when I'm going to start speaking on it. Okay. Um, I literally didn't do a video, I didn't talk about it, I was asked about why I didn't and gave my opinion. However, you really have to look at the creators you all follow. You gotta look at the ones that are really trying to do some kind of justice, and then the ones that are speaking and taking the word justice and then causing drama behind it. Okay, this was all about justice. You were just on a I'm a flip flopper, but you were just on a panel talking to her. You were on her panel 2 weeks ago talking to her. You poke the bear, you piss people off, and then we're the ones that are unhinged because they want to go on live and address crap. Yeah, we're going to address it because there's only so much you can push people back against the wall. Are you speaking, Nina? I can't hear you. Can you guys hear Nina?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now, yes.
Okay. Um, thank you so much. Thank you, Angel Baby. Let me like this. For starters, first of all, some people see your pages like you do it solely for money. And I think because people think that, they believe that you'll go with whatever your audience is telling you. But not everybody's like that. And I think people really need to understand that. Like, I'm never going to compromise myself, who I am as a person, my integrity, my standards, my morals to make money on an app. I will never.
Nope.
And the amount of racism that I have faced on here, TikTok, and everything else, even for example, when you see my lives, you see all the racist comments, people calling me monkeys and gorillas and trans and this and that. That's what you see in my comment section. And half the time I have to put to subs only. Even Ivory has said she has never seen anything that crazy until she started doing lives with me. She has never experienced that.
Nope. We just had this conversation.
I can never accept someone that is in support of that. I can't accept that. I will always stand on my beliefs because if I advocate for other people, I will advocate for myself and advocate for my own beliefs. So for someone to ask me to do something other than who I am as a person and my beliefs, thank you, is unfair. I like having my own channel because on my channel, I could stand up for what I believe in. I have a voice and I can use my voice to stand up for what I believe in, not for what someone else believes in. And that's just what it is at the end of the day. So for someone to ask me to suppress my beliefs to please subscribers, that is pure insanity, and that is something that I will never do. I have never went against my beliefs even in my own home. As a child, even with my parents. So I'm not going to start doing it on an app now. Hold on one second, y'all.
guys, I really feel like for those of you who are just followers, I really need you to open your eyes and be careful, okay? Because people, you're all being gaslit constantly, and for those of us who are just trying to keep it content, and those of us who are trying to just keep it drama free, it makes it really hard when y'all come and you know you're going at people, but I just want people to watch who they're watching. Guys, watch where you're getting your information from. Watch the gaslighting. Watch it all. The drama's always coming from the same place. It's always coming from the same people. They're making accusations that they themselves are doing. It's just it's really wild.
Thank you, Dark Minds. Did y'all hear that? Hello?
I can
Can
hear
y'all
you.
hear me?
Yep, I
Okay.
can hear
Did
you.
y'all hear that? The ringer?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Cause I thought y'all heard that. I was like, oh my gosh, embarrassing.
Someone just asked
I'll
gaslit by
explain in a
whom,
little bit.
and that I would like to address. Where'd you go, Nina?
If you notice, I don't use anyone's name on this app because when I say something, I say it. I don't need 10 people standing behind me. I don't need 20 people standing behind me. I don't need anything. But I just say what I feel. And I don't like when people try to use my name as association when you know that's not what it is. And that's just what it boils down to. You try to hold on. Hey Michelle, I'll answer that in a sec. Um uh when you start using my name in association, it's and you know that's not what it is, it's bothersome, especially when I don't align with what you align with. And sticking together is one thing, but I can't stick together with somebody that aligns with the very core of who I am. And I think people really feel as though if you're an anti-gypsy creator, then you need to stick with whoever's an anti-gypsy creator, no matter what their beliefs are, or no matter how they don't align with you. That is not, I don't do that. I don't align with things that don't align with me. You are a direct reflection of the people you associate with.
I agree.
If you want to know who somebody is, look at their five closest friends. Thank you, love. Anyways, I cannot align with something just because I can't. That is not who I am. But one thing about me is I can't do that. I stand for what I believe in, period. And it doesn't matter who's with me or who's not. I will do that because that's just who I am. And I just don't align with certain things. And when I don't align with it, I don't. And I normally quietly remove myself from situations, which why I haven't said anything. And in fact, y'all know that I love Morbid and I love his channel. But I haven't went on his panel simply because I could not fake rub shoulders with people. I'm not that person. I'm not fake. I'm not. Like in fact, I have to catch myself sometimes from saying something that I will regret. I don't know how to just be fake. I can't. I can't. I don't. Like I can't do that. I can't. And that is something that I can never do. Like I can't. I can't. So it's not a billboard. This has been for a while. And I love Morbid to death. He is one of the most authentic creators and genuine and kind and caring. He handles people gently. People take his comedy sometimes the wrong way, but his intent is not, he doesn't have bad intent. Look, it, Morbid's like the
I
little
know I keep getting
kid
caught
in
up in
church that don't know
comment.
how to act. Like even he wasn't on the other day or what, when he was totally going away. I messaged him privately and let him know like I am always in support of you. Like I'm here, whatever channel you create, share it with me. I want to support. I am always here. That trust, it wasn't about Morbid. I could not fake rub shoulders. I knew I wasn't in support of that and I couldn't. Can y'all hear me now?
I can
Can
hear
you
you, we
hear me?
can hear you. Yeah,
I couldn't support that. Like I couldn't. And I won't compromise myself to do that. Wait, wait. So CJ's in here trolling too? Somebody sit him next to the ushers, please. Thank you. Thank you for the gift. Like it's not CJ in here trolling. Hello. I don't know because my bars are high. I have a lot of reception. Hey, that is so funny. Morbid's a mess. Talking about he wants to rap with him. It's too funny. But y'all, it's just a lot. Where's CJ? Is he? I don't see him. CJ, did we accidentally block you? Where is he? Thank you. Where is he? Where's CJ? Hold on, let me find him. Is CJ here still?
I haven't seen him in a minute.
I don't see him. Can someone check? Let me see. Am I able to see that while I'm on here? I don't know if I can.
Somebody just asked me what my thoughts are on the situation. I myself also won't align myself or support anybody who thinks like that. I just
Oh,
can't support that, and I won't support that ever.
okay. Okay, he left. He didn't get I just wanted to make sure he wasn't blocked by mistake. Okay. Why would someone feel like I would speak to someone privately that already has put their support out for that? Not only that, you see that whole email she gaslit me in and tried to I don't align with what I don't align with. And if you want to keep asking me why I don't align, I told you. Okay? Now you know. Because y'all kept getting in those comments like, don't be scared to say something. Don't be scared. Why don't you just say it? I said it. Now you know. I'm going to be honest, Olives. When Bree put that information out, I didn't even look at it because I honestly thought it was stuff she was fabricating, to be honest with you. So I didn't even look at it. It wasn't until someone I personally knew said to me, "No, there is something to that, Nina. Like you might not have looked, but here, look at this." It wasn't until it was in my face. Period. Like I wasn't going to I don't like I trust people until have a reason not to.
So they're saying that Bree is not a reliable source. Correct. However, that's who she
Right.
gets her information from.
But the information is literally out there. You can look this up. Like straight up. She gave receipts, links, sites, real sites, government sites, period. Like actual sites. You can see it. And you can't ask me to align with something when I don't align with that. You can't ask me that. Like you can't. Period. Right. The man has the tattoo of it and everything. Didn't I just say that I've known this for a while? I have not been in support of her, which is why you haven't seen me on Morbid. I said this. I feel like
I feel like it's extremely hard to just quietly walk away from people on the internet. You try to, and they just don't allow it, and that's the problem. People feel entitled
yes.
to explanations. They want to be able to use your name. They want to, that's the problem. No one's entitled to know why I quietly walked away from anybody. And this seems to be a
It
recurrent
doesn't
problem for people.
just hold on real quick. Let me answer Lulu. I never said it discredits her work, which is why I quietly backed away. She has put out good work. She has.
Yep,
Period. Nobody could take that from her. She has put out good work, which is why I have never discredited her work. I actually think her work is immaculate.
I agree. I agree
Her
with that.
presentation is immaculate. She does what she does very well. I just don't align with that. And I backed away quietly, and y'all came on this app feeling obligated to know why and would not stop. What else do you want from me?
Somebody just said, "I wanna know if you're really leaving YouTube." No, Nina, I will not allow you. Guys, I will not
I
allow
know. As soon as I got off that live, as soon as I got off that live, Ivory called me like, "What the hell? Why didn't you tell me you were going? I would have went up there with you." And I was like, "No, I just had to just get it off my chest because I just was tired of people acting as though I'm scared to tell the truth. When at the end of the day, I'm not scared. I just really don't want to create drama. Like that my intent isn't to harm anybody else's page. That is not my intentions. No matter if I align with you or I don't align with you, I'm not intentionally trying to harm anyone or their page. I'm not. It's just that simple.
No, she's not leaving. I'm trying to read the comments for questions. They're going a little bit faster than I.
Who is Morbid arguing with in the chat?
Most were silent and gave an opinion. Some found it wrong.
Weber Lace, it was true. And it in fact, I'm gonna be honest with you, Bree put out stuff, but she didn't actually there was a lot of other things that she could have looked into, like the trail, she was there on the trail, but she left so much out like if she would have really done her look deep dive, she would have found out
Even more.
more that she would have been able to elaborate on to make everything that she was saying come together. He was part of a white supremacist gang called the Linwood Vikings. So it's a gang within the police department. Now, I thought maybe it would be in other places, but after doing my research, this is something that really happens mainly in California. And he had the tattoo and everything. And he came out and was shooting a gang member on the street, and that gang member shot back at him because he said it was either him or him. Becca went on the stand and lied. You can go look that up too. She said that her ex-husband did not abuse or mistreat her or whatever, and that what she said in her divorce is what her attorneys told her to say, and that really wasn't what happened, and they ended up giving the man the death penalty. Now, look, I'm not condoning any gang members. But what I'm saying is when the police department has white supremacist gangs, that's a problem. Where the very people that are supposed to serve and protect you, that's a problem. That is a problem. And I've even said to Ivory before, my daughter loves, he's a real police officer at her school, and my daughter loves him. And he's white, and he always protects those kids with his own life. And I never like I even one day my daughter lost her Stanley Cup. It was a Barbie Stanley Cup. And I kept asking her where it was. And so she was like, I'm gonna ask Mr. I don't want to say the name because I don't want y'all to go look up the school. And she was like, I'm gonna ask Mr. Such and such because he can find out anything. He could do anything. He could find anything out. And he ended up finding out. Um, and I said to him one day when I was in the school, I said, my baby loves you. And she thinks you're a superhero. And I don't want her to ever think that you're not. Don't let my baby down. So for me, like when someone's supposed to serve and protect, and for you to be in and support that, that was hurtful for me because she has always, went up against Bree and Gypsy for racism, but you supported though. So is that cosplay? That's so offensive. It is very hurtful. It bothered me for days. Days. Girl, the Barbie Stanley Cup, listen, she would have had them put out a warrant for somebody on that Stanley Cup, okay? My baby was so for real about that Stanley Cup. Whoever is like literally the live troll. Well, you trying to be serious? Here comes Morbid. Ah, Morbid, what would we do without you? I don't have to ask somebody when I seen it. Why do you listen? I'm going to say something very loud and clear, and this is something that my mother has told me, and it has rang true my entire life. When people show you who they are, believe them. You don't need someone to convince you that's not who they are. When somebody shows you, take it for exactly what they put in front of you. Racism is not a misunderstanding, it's a character issue. I'm not asking you to clear up racism. I'm not asking for that. To have a I'm not having a conversation with you about something that I've seen with my own two eyes.
Can I
The
say
information is out there.
Indigo just made a really good comment. I just wanted to acknowledge it. We can't say we'll never, quote unquote, get over what Gypsy did, then at the same time say, well, that was 30 years ago when it comes to others. Thank you, Indigo.
Woo! Preach to the church. Yes. Yes. That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. That is so on point. Like it can't be a double standard. Either you're seeking justice and truth or you're not. Like there's no in between when it comes to you, like you don't give passes for things. Like I can't. I don't give passes to that. That is not something that I am okay with it. Like I said, for other people, that's your prerogative, that's your business, however you choose to do things. That is just not something that I can align myself with. That is not who I am as a person. That is not what I believe, and it's not okay for me. Okay. Who is this person? One active member, three. Okay, so this seems like a troll. We'll get rid of you.
Mahogany Max just made a good comment too. She never shared her beliefs with her audience. It only came out when she was doxxed, which was very wrong.
Correct. Lisa, go look it up there. Bree put the information out there. You can actually search it in your Google yourself. I'm not putting it on here for anyone to say I doxed anyone, for anyone to say I did this, I did that. The information is out there. If you want to see it, you can actually go look it up yourself. That way, you can't say I fabricated anything. I showed you fake information. I showed you a screenshot that was altered. You can't blame anything on me. You saw it with your own two eyes and you were able to verify it yourself.
I agree, Mahogany Max, with that comment too, though. Bree was wrong for doxing Becca. I absolutely agree with that.
Yeah,
I
that
don't
I
send
think
doxing
doxing
to
is wrong,
anybody.
like regardless.
Absolutely. I completely agree with that statement. This is not us condoning what Bree did at all by
No.
any means. Let me just put that out there.
But you also can't say that you're seeking truth and justice when you were okay to advocate for the opposite. If you're seeking truth and justice, that should be all the way through, not
Can I
halfway.
I'm gonna call out another comment. Charlie, oh wait, I wanted that comment back from Charlie. Someone just blocked it, but she said, "Are you the same person you were 30 years ago?" Let me tell you something. I've been on this earth 45 years, but I can tell you my stance on racism is the same as it was 40 years ago. Okay? That will never change. So if you're trying to sit there and say, how do you sit there and believe? Well, it wasn't her, it was her husband. Well, she was married to him. And let me tell you something. I'm married and I believe in everything that my
And
husband
she lied under oath
put
and
together.
got someone the death penalty. Yeah, that's pretty bad.
All right. Well, there's that too. You know what I mean? But if you're married to someone, it's usually because you're just like them, right? You agree with the things they agree with. You have their back. I have my husband's
Yes.
back because his beliefs are my beliefs. So if you were married to somebody who was in a gang like that and associated with stuff like that, then I'm going to assume that if she was married with him, her beliefs are his beliefs. And then there's also other information that's been put out there and spoken on, which just makes me believe personally, I can't speak for Nina or anybody else, but just makes me believe that her ideals are still the same.
Okay, you want someone to speak about their whole lives. Listen, Danielle, if someone is aligning with racism, I'm a black woman, I don't support it. That's the issue. I don't know why that seems so hard for you to get into your head. But you, as a white woman, I find it really odd that you feel like you can tell me how I'm supposed to feel about racism. You could take your butt and get up out of here. Nobody asked you to be here. If you got a problem, get out. Get the step in. It's simple. If you don't like what I have to say, you don't got to be here. I don't have no prison bars in here. This is not a gated community, and I don't have the keys to it. It's very simple.
And again, what you just said about how can you speak on justice when you did one of the most unjust things out there?
Really, like it's really not an airport. You know what I'm saying? Do you boo whenever you feel the need to bounce, bounce. Like
And the people are in here, well, why do you feel the need to call this out? But you see, the problem is nobody was calling anything out. That's the
y'all
problem is
kept asking.
behind the scenes. People want to keep going at people behind the scenes, and people are just supposed to what? I don't owe nobody owes anybody an explanation on why they don't want to associate or be associated with anyone or they step away quietly. That is one of my biggest pet peeves on social media right now. When I walk away from people quietly, then you aren't owed an explanation. You're just not. But then when people walk away quietly, and let's be real, you everyone heard the silence. but then you want to keep using people's names. That's the problem.
Behind the scenes, Christina. Ooh, child. It's crazy. And that's why I said books with Z, it wasn't morbid. It was, if I don't align with something, I'm just not that person to fake it. I I don't play.
I can hear you. You are not frozen for me. I can hear
If you
you.
can hear me, say I.
Can you guys not?
Okay, can you hear me now?
You're frozen, I
Am I
guess, for the.
still frozen?
I'm good. They can hear me. They can't hear you, but you're not frozen for me.
Am I frozen?
Not for me. I guess for
Oh, they're
them.
saying I. Okay, they're
Oh,
saying they can hear me. Okay. More was a mess. I cannot with more pit. Okay. Yeah, I can't, when I tell you I can't fake the funk, I can't fake the funk. I don't have a good poker face. If I don't like you, you could be in my face and my face will tell you. Like I just don't
that's the
have
difference
it in me.
between being real and being fake, and it's the fake that just drives me crazy on this app. It's the fake. I see so much fake, and it's
Case I don't align with for other reasons. I'm not going to get into that because Case could sort out his own stuff. I don't want him to lose subscribers. I feel like his channel is, he's funny, whatever, but I just don't, I can't.
that's an awful lot for a day.
Oh, what did Morbid say? Oh, one-on-one live streams would be cool. And you know what, Morbid? You're a very good interviewer. You ask really great questions. And I feel like out of the interviews you do, it's I feel like when you do interviews, I can take a lot of notes and get a lot out of it. You interview
Yeah,
really, really well.
yeah, I agree with that.
And there's a lot of people that aren't really good at interviewing. You are very good at that.
So, can I bring up a comment? Someone just said, "I want to give Becca a chance to speak." No one's saying you shouldn't. No one's saying, you know what I mean? People are just saying that why she doesn't align with people. You guys can do you.
Yeah, I'm not telling you to not talk to somebody, not like that is not my decision to make at all. Okay? Like, I don't pay your phone bill. I don't pay your Wi-Fi. I don't have the password to your YouTube account. That is not a decision for me to make. I am not here. Whoever you support is your prerogative. I'm just saying I can't align with that. And that's a personal thing for me. And like I said, for me, when I really found out, it was devastating because I really respect Becca. And it really bothered me. But when people show you who they are, and third and fourth chances, or allow people to explain, or no, but if you showed me something and I already saw the manipulation in her Karen Reed email, why would I give you a opportunity to manipulate? She told me she 100% knew that Karen Reed was guilty and that I should align with what she was saying, as if she was the end all be all. And if she feels something, then everybody else should. If that doesn't show you, that says enough to me. That that said enough to me. Especially considering she said, Mitch and I consider you a friend. Who's Mitch? I don't know Mitch. Let's be real. I don't know that man. Like, it's all manipulation. I don't do that. When I know people manipulate, I'm not going to put myself in an arena for you to try to manipulate me. I see it for what it is, I accept it for what it is, and that's it. Not Karen Reed is guilty. I'm hiding all them type of users. You're gone out of here because it is very clear she's not. And what I'm not finna do is argue with you about something that 12 jurors, like 100%, and it was hung the first time. The second time they was like, yeah, nah, we still can't even say this. When they said that the reason that they indicted her was an unintentional lie, for you to say she's guilty, are you like, Jen
I wanna
McCabe, is that you?
stop it. Not Jed McCabe. Um, I wanna bring up Bean's comment. She said, "I think she was against Karen Reed because she's pro cops." Bean, I wanna really break this down. Number one, the fact that you're pro cops, if you're sitting there somebody talking about, "I only go by facts," and facts only, then the fact that you're pro cop and you're married to one really shouldn't go with how you break down a case or how you think. That's number one. Two, the problem wasn't the fact that she was for Karen Reed or against Karen Reed. The problem was the email and how it was written, is what Nina's saying.
Okay, let's go over it one more time.
Laura Ann, I come from
Oh,
a
wait. Oh,
family.
sorry. I didn't mean to show you guys that. Wrong message. Wait. Oh, god damn it. I'm showing you guys the wrong stuff. Oh, wait.
In
Hold
the
on.
meantime, pick up your head, and I'm going to address.
Oh, sorry. I'm showing you guys this. I'm so sorry, whoever I did that to. I'm so sorry. I'll edit that out of this video. I know they must have thought I was slow. Like, what are you showing us? I don't know what I'm reading.
Um, Laura Ann was replying to Bean that, right, every cop family is like that. They back the blue no matter who. And you know what? I have a cop family. I have cops in my family, and they really, really do. And that's really crazy because you can't really be genuine in how you're looking at a case if you're thinking along those lines. But they really do go hard for their own. But again, you know what I mean. Her what she thought about the Karen Reed case or Karen Reed's guilt or innocent really wasn't the point.
No, it was the manipulation behind the fact that she felt that she should tell me how I should feel and that I didn't do my research and she knows everything and I should take on what she says. That's what it is. Like who are you to tell me what I should think, how I should feel? Because you said this is what you feel. Like that, you could feel one way, but you shouldn't try to impose how you feel on me. Period. Like, don't impose. You're literally telling me I should believe this because you believe this. And you set the standard for what I should believe. She sent it after I made the video about Karen Reed on here. I don't know if you guys remember that, the day that I did the Karen Reed um video. Um um and that was my issue, to be honest. And I don't speak on stuff that I don't know. So for you to feel as though you could coerce me into believing what you believe, that's really an issue for me. Yes, yes, it was a compliment sandwich approach. And I see right through that. Like I don't one of the things I really dislike and despise is manipulation. Um and we all have free will and we should be able to use our free will. But when someone is trying to force you into believing something because they do, for whatever reason they do, that's kind of an issue. You can put the information out there and people can make their own conclusion.
I'm gonna jump off the back of that and say that that's the problem with a lot of creators, though. They believe one thing and they're manipulating the followers into going along with their beliefs instead of the followers looking at the facts. It's up to you guys. If you want the truth and you want to see the truth and all of the information and the content out there, it is up to you and solely you to look at the information that's being provided and make a judgment, not what the creator
I
is
sent
telling you.
was asking for a collab from who? Me? I don't ask nobody to collab for shit. Believe that. I asked somebody to collab. That's cute. Very cute. I don't ask nobody to
That
collab.
she wasn't that wasn't a statement, I think she was just asking, she was confused.
Oh, how long? So when it was like the second week of the Karen Reed trial? Okay, I'll show it to you guys one more time. Let me show you the right one, cause
Somebody, I wanna say this too, somebody just asked, "How long did you know about this and why didn't you say anything?" It is not our job as content creators to say anything to you guys. It's your job to
where'd you
do
find
your
this?
homework, and I think that it's not until backs are pushed against a wall that people do speak out, um, but that's where it's like, you gotta be careful. Because if if you're sitting there calling people out left and right, then it just looks like you're a bullshit artist, right?
Hello, I'm sorry, y'all. Yeah, that was the issue for me. Like that. First of all, if you say that's nothing more than communication, Becca, Mitch, and I were never friends. Like, I don't know Mitch. So to throw him in there, and Becca acts like we're these longtime friends, we're creators that have spoken via email. You don't even have my personal number. That is pure manipulation. And if you don't see that as manipulation, so be it. But I know what manipulation is. I am somebody has been in therapy for a parent that's a narcissist that manipulates people. So if you think I don't know what it is, I have dealt with it. Nobody could tell me that that is not manipulation. It's just that simple. I don't like to be manipulated. Period. I don't. And there's nothing wrong with that. Literally. Or when they said the indictment was an unintentional lie, like that kind of you know what I'm saying? Like you're saying the very reason why you indicted her was an unintentional lie. That's a problem. Yes, I definitely could. If there's one thing I'm good at is reading a room. And I know, and like I'll say this, me telling y'all why is a courtesy because everyone kept asking why. But I think that I'm not going to say my intent is not to harm her or her channel, which is why I just left it alone. It's not me hiding it. It's not me being dishonest. It's I don't set out to ruin anybody's channel or to tarnish them or whatever. The information was out there. I It was brought to me. I saw it and I had to really say to myself, can you support this? The information is out there. So if other people didn't look for it, I don't feel the need to have to say, well, look, I don't support this person. This is why. No, but if you keep badgering me about it, what else do you want from me? And when you keep using my name and I don't allow with you, I have to say why I don't align with you. Hi. I'm not going to let somebody keep aligning with me that I don't align with. It's just that simple. I think a lot of people did not look into it just like I didn't because I did not believe it. I did not even want to believe that. And if someone didn't, I get it. Maybe partially it's my ignorance. If someone puts something out there, maybe I should.
There's gotta be another conversation going on in the chat. I'm a little confused. I'm trying to look for questions. Well,
Okay, you have better stuff to do, but you're sitting on here. So I will help you out and let you exit. Okay. Have a great night. Talking about I have better stuff to do. And you still sitting here? Can you find the better stuff? Are you looking for it in your purse? Am I still Oh, you know what it is? Can you hear me now? You know what it is? Let me turn my thing off. It's when these text messages come through, I'll stop hearing me. Yeah, it's like someone will send me a text, so I just turned off my notifications.
I agree with that, Lemmy. I think that's completely valid, and no one should be telling anyone who to subscribe to or work with. I absolutely agree with that.
Exactly. Like whoever you subscribe to is whoever you subscribe to. Whoever you support, that's your prerogative. You don't owe me your subscriber list. Like you don't owe me that. Just like I don't owe you why I support or don't support someone. Like I don't owe anyone that. Now, did you check your email? You might have to check your spam. I responded back to you with two like an email and then something else. Don't say what it is on here, but just let me know if you did get it.
He said, "I thought Bree was lying, honestly." There is nobody who wants to who wants to agree with something Bree said
What?
any less than Nina.
Hold on, let me see something.
I'm lost. What did I miss? See, love one another. I agree with that. What you just stated 30 years ago, that is not anything. But the racism is the issue. Can y'all hear me? Can you guys hear me?
From my direct email. It's not, it's coming, it's from me, but not from my email. Can y'all hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
I just had it resent. Can you check for it?
I can't hear you. Can you guys? I can't hear you, Nina.